Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
That is fire. Oh, now fire. Oh.
There was an outbreak of fire on Monday morning at the Supreme Court in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja. The fire incident, which started at about 8 a.m., it was gathered from the Justices' chambers, specifically from Chamber 5 on the 4th floor of that angle of the Supreme Court. As at the time of filing this report, the Supreme Court Fire Service managed to put out the fire, and security personnel, including the police, were seen ensuring law and order. Chambers of the Justices are located behind courtrooms of the Apex Court. The fire incident, which anonymous sources said started from the Chamber 5 of the court, which is occupied by Justice Saulawa, also touched two other offices. Sources told reporters that the fire incident was as a result of an electric spark. The fire, it was gathered, destroyed valuable documents and office furniture in the offices affected on the 4th floor of the Justices' chambers. Festus Akonde, Director of Press and Information of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, confirmed the fire. He said the fire has since been put out. There was no casualty.
And the staff were on ground to douse it immediately because in Supreme Court, we don't joke with safety. All the floors are equipped with fire extinguishers, and those were the equipment that the staff were able to deploy immediately to douse the fire. And it only affected one chamber and not 4, 5, or 10 as being peddled in social media still. So what was destroyed in that chamber are books, stationery, and other computer gadgets. And the books are replaceable because we have an e-library, we have the soft copies of the books, and also the hard copies could also be procured and supplied to the chamber. So it has nothing to do with the presidential election petition, as people are saying outside. So such issues of presidential election matters are not discussed in the chamber, inside the court, and the documents or books, whatever that has to do with it, are not kept in the chamber.
The Federal Fire Service successfully put out the fire in the premises of the Supreme Court complex. Abraham Paul, spokesperson of the FFS, told reporters on Monday that the fire began at 7:30 a.m. He said that the firefighters were quickly deployed to the scene for prompt action. Upon getting the distress call, our personnel swung into action and called for backup from the State House Fire Station. As I speak to you now, the fire is under control, the atmosphere is calm, and everybody is going about his or her official duties. Thank God there were no casualties, but a couple of files were said to have been lost in the incident. But nothing serious more than that. Our men are on top of the situation, he said. The cause of the fire, he said, has not been ascertained. He said the investigation is ongoing to unravel the cause. The Public Relations Officer of the Court of Appeal, Festus Akande, said the fire incident that occurred on Monday morning will not affect the presidential election petition. Many Nigerians, while reacting to the incidents, claimed that the Supreme Court would give reason not to hear the suit filed by Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, and his counterpart, ATiKUS of the People's Democratic Party. However, during an interview on Arise TV on Monday, Akande stated that the fire outbreak has no connection with the petitions in court.
So what happened was just a normal, maybe electrical problem that resulted in the fire outbreak, and the staff were able to effectively douse it with the use of the fire extinguishers that are strategically placed in the Supreme Court. Every floor has a lot of fire extinguishers, and they were able to combat it effectively, and they put it off, so it could not even spread far before the firemen were able to come to also give their own support. That was what happened. Nothing more. So we thank God. Nothing happened. No life was lost. No life was lost. That is it.
But for maybe documents, bonds, do you have maybe like a backup or something?
Certainly we have them. We have the soft copies of all the documents that are there. So we have e-library here. So even those are just hard copies, and the soft copies are still there, so they can still be we can still replenish the bond library, which each chamber has a library.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.